It's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time, Allen will throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Allen going to give to Singletary on the option, and he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
39-yard line.
He'll buy some time right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Allen. And once more for Hilton, and this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Wide receiver.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. 23 yards the pickup there. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on their perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And right away he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Allen, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Up 2nd and a yard.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 53 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
At 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
26 Mike. Quit talking about it.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Clark brought him down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A First carry now for Khalfani Muhammad. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Marlon. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious from both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second and 4.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack on first down, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking deep for Hilton. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
37 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Jordan
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, He knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. On the ground, it's Singletary. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll get this complete to Charlie Werner. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
26 Mike. Check pass.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Zone now. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills draw a bit closer. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
48 Mike.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. T.Y. Hilton, 35 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
For the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
The 42-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, tight.
Allen. They'll roll him out right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have been big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the fourth. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, first and 10. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up.
They go play action now. Jackson.
The 32-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
Pass. Complete.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. First and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Third down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. Now he steps away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Second and
now Allen.
At the 14-yard
flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Alert. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 26 Mike.
Back to throw. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Allen, rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
Bills.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8 teams.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Took the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and